Hello everyone and welcome back to the WCG for this second innings of the third Better Beer Test match between Matt's 11 and Brandon's 11. And it is the Green Machine who find themselves in what is surely an impregnable position after what can only be described as an extraordinary effort for the men in green with the bat, which has broken all sorts of records here at the WCG today. Here, as you can see on your screens now, the Green Machine bowled out for 331, yes, 331, in the 54th over of the innings to put the Blues well and truly to the sword, and they will take a massive 279 run lead with them into this second innings, and you would have to think it is a foregone conclusion from here. So as we take a look at the Matt's 11 first innings wickets, Daniel Arnold was the first to go with the score on 44. He got a leading edge to a full toss from Daniel Cooper to become his first wicket at the WCG. Harry Dean was the next man to go after a well-compiled 70, his best score ever at the WCG. He became Daniel Cooper's second wicket of the Test match. It looked a controversial decision, however his innings had to come to an end with the score on 124. And that started a procession of wickets for the men in blue. Jake Kasatia chopping onto a bowling delivery. He had to go for a duck, and Kasatia was the third man dismissed with the score on 125. Aaron Smith's maiden voyage to the crease would yield 0. He was dismissed second ball after hitting bowling over the fence to become his second victim of the over, and he became the fourth wicket to fall with the score on 125. Michael Johnson became the fourth Green Machine batsman to fall in only a few overs. He had to go back to the pavilion, only adding 4 to the score after misjudging a brilliant delivery from Ryan McFarlane as it clipped the top of the off stump, and he was the fifth man down. But that would bring Joel Wodjick to the crease, who plundered a new WCG record of 138. That was before he became Todd Lavin's first victim of the Test match. It was a good delivery there from Lavin and an unexpected end to a great innings, and he was the sixth man down with the score on 271. And after a long wait after the Wodjick innings, Dave's stay at the crease was brief. He hit a Clinton Cowan full toss over the house to be dismissed for just 4, and he was the seventh man down with the score on 275. The vice skipper Hamed El-Basher would go for a duck. He hit a full toss over the fence as well. This one off Adam Morgan. He couldn't believe what he had done. El-Basher started the Test series in impressive fashion with the bat, but has fallen away since that first Test match, and it was 8 for 275. And after a career best knock of 37, Alex Stepien was the ninth wicket to fall with the score on 315. He became Clinton Cowan's second victim of the Test match after a brilliant little knock from the big man. And then the innings was wrapped up when bowling picked up White for his third victim of the innings. White would be dismissed for 15 with the score on 331. And after 53.1 overs, the Blues' misery finally came to an end. So as you can see on your screens now, the match summary shows that the Green Machine are well in control of this Test match. They will take a mammoth 279 run lead with them into this second innings, and you would have to think, barring the miracle of all miracles, that it's just a matter of time before the Green Machine wrap this one up. So it's going to be Adam Mook who will get this innings underway for the men in blue. Was dismissed for just 6 in his side's first innings, which is actually a pretty decent score considering their first innings total. Can he get them off to the start they need here? It's going to be Aaron Smith who will bowl the first over of this innings. Here he's in now to Mook. It's a good length delivery. Oh, and he gets a thick inside edge, Mook, and it nearly runs back onto the stumps. Oh, action from ball 1. It's a good delivery to begin with from Smith, and he very nearly picked up his first wicket at the WCG. Here Smith will continue around the wicket here to Mook in the opening over. Here he's in now, and this one's not such a great delivery, as this one will be called a wide. So as mentioned prior, you'd feel that this is just a foregone conclusion, and it's just a matter of time before the Green Machine wrap up this third Test match. Here Smith is in once again to Mook, and this one's a fuller delivery, but I think this one has been let go by the umpire. So Mook given a chance at the top of the order to see what he can do. Hit an impressive maximum off vice skipper Hamed El-Basher in the first innings before he was caught and bowled. You're looking to get a few more away here before the end of this test match. Here is Smith will continue around the wicket here to him once again, and this one hits him on the thigh and drops on the leg side for no run. So it's been an impressive response here from the Green Machine after going 2-0 down in the series. Yes, it has been against a depleted Blues lineup, but it has been an impressive effort all the same, as that's a good delivery there from Aaron Smith as it beats the outside edge of Adam Mook, and he survives just. It's going to be Harry Dean who will bowl the third over of the innings. Here he's in now. This one's a full fast delivery. A Yorker, and it must have just missed the leg stump. That's a brilliant delivery there from Harry Dean. Oh, that cannot have missed by much. So Mook survives by the skin of his teeth there. As Dean will continue to him now in the third over. Oh, and he's not surviving this time. This one is on target. This one bends back Mook's leg pole, and it's the first wicket down for the Blues. Harry Dean strikes in the third over. Mook gone for a duck. You felt that it was just a matter of time here for Harry Dean. The Blues 1 for 2 in their second innings, and they're in early trouble yet again. So the Blues 1 for 2 in their second innings, and that wicket now brings Todd Lavin to the crease at number 2. He is also given a chance here at the top of the order. Can he make inroads into this deficit? Well, his first task is to face a fired-up Harry Dean. Here he's into him now in the third over, and that's a good delivery. And to his credit, Lavin is solid in defence. He was decent with the bat in the first innings, Todd Lavin. Didn't make any runs, but was solid in defence. And I wonder if he's going to bring that same approach here into this second innings. His side in early trouble at 1 for 2 here, as Dean will continue to him now in the third over. Here he's in now. This one's a full delivery, and I think this has hit Lavin on the foot, but it's a no ball given there by the umpire for overstepping, I think. So that one will have to be re-bowled. The Blues now 1 for 3, and every little bit will help here for the men in blue, as Dean is in for the final ball of the over, and it's a full toss kept out by Lavin. It's Michael Johnson to bowl the fourth over of the innings. Here he's in now over the wicket to Lavin. This one's a short delivery, and it's cut away on the offside, and Lavin hits this away to the boundary. He is off the mark in style. It's not a great delivery there from Johnson, and it has been dispatched. 1 for 7. Johnson in for the final ball of the fourth over. Here he's in now to Lavin. This one's a good length delivery on. It's played back towards him, and I think it just falls short. It's just out of the reach of the diving Jay Kasatia, and it just falls short of Johnson here, I think. Yeah, it's well placed by Lavin, who survives just. It's going to be Alex Stepien to bowl around the wicket here for the sixth over. He's in now. This one's a short, wide delivery, but Lavin gets a thick outside edge, or he gets a top edge rather, and it sails over the fence. That is the second wicket down for the men in blue. Lavin has to go for 4. It's 2 for 8. Well, the Blues are in early strife once again in their second innings, as that wicket now brings the youngster Daniel Hancock to the crease, today's vice skipper of the Blues lineup. Can he add some respectability to this score? He'll have to contend with Alex Stepien, who's around the wicket now to him first ball. It's a good length delivery, and it's well left outside the off stump. It's the vice skipper Hamid Al-Basha who bowled the 8th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Hancock, and this one hits young Hancock on the back as he just stands there and cops it. So the Blues 2 for 9 in their second innings, still trailing by 270 runs. That's a good delivery there from Hamid Al-Basha, which beats young Hancock outside the off stump. So a good delivery there from the man with no shirt at the moment. It's a good rock. Al-Basha in for the final ball of the 8th over. Here he's in now around the wicket. This one's a short delivery. Oh, and he's kept the bat there. I think the youngster, who cannot believe it. That is the third wicket down for the Blues. Daniel Hancock has to go for a duck. Oh, he's left the periscope up there, and he cannot believe it. The Blues in all sorts of trouble here in this third test match. The Blues slip to 3 for 9, and Al-Basha picks up his first wicket of this second innings. Well, the Blues have just given up here, as that wicket now brings Tom Doy to the crease at number 4. He comes to the crease with his side in all sorts of trouble at 3 for 9. Can he stand up for the men in blue here? Here is Daniel Arnold bowl the first ball of the 9th over. Here he's in now, and this one's a big swing there from Tom Doy as he does enough to keep this one out. You know it's going to happen quickly here either way for Doy, as this one's a short delivery and he's hammered this through mid-wicket to get off the mark with a maximum. He has hammered this one here. It's a short delivery from Arnold and Doy goes bang. Arnold to continue around the wicket here to Doy in the 9th over. Here he's in now, and this one's played away on the leg side, is it? I wonder, that must have hit the leg and floated towards Darren Day there at mid-wicket, but it mustn't have hit the bat because there would have been an appeal, you would have thought. Here is Arnold, will continue to Doy in the 9th over, and it's a swing and a miss on this occasion from Doy, who lost his shape to a full delivery, and he's beaten outside the off stump. So Doy not out 6. The Blues 3 for 15 in their second innings, as Arnold continues again now to Doy, and this one's a good length delivery, which hits Doy on the thigh, and is fielded by the Green Machine skipper. So Arnold will come in now for the final ball of the 9th over. Here is this one's a good length delivery, and I think Doy gets an outside edge, and it floats over the fence, and he becomes the 4th wicket down. Doy has to go for 6. The Blues in all sorts of trouble at 4 for 15. And the Blues have simply been non-existent in this third test match. They are dropping like flies in this second innings, as that wicket now brings Peter Fowler to the crease at number 5. He was dismissed for a second ball duck in the first innings. Can he fare better with the bat here? And his first task is to face the fired-up Green Machine skipper, as he'll steam in here for the 10th over of the innings. Here he's in now, and it's a good delivery first up. And Peter Fowler is good enough to keep this one out. So after the Blues rocked up today thinking that they were going to create history, it looks like they're going to be on the receiving end of history here, as White will steam into Fowler once again. It's a full delivery, and Fowler keeps the bat inside the line on this occasion. So the Blues 4 for 15 in their second innings, still trailing by a massive 264 runs, as White is in once again to Fowler, who gets a thick outside edge through to the keeper. It's a pair for Peter Fowler in this third test match. It's the 5th wicket down for the men in blue. They slumped to 5 for 15. It's a beauty there from White, who joins in on the party here for the Green Machine in this second innings. Fowler gone for a duck. The Blues 5 for 15 and in all sorts. So you get the feeling the Blues don't have much more fight in them. Ryan McFarlane comes to the crease at number 6. And can the big left-hander make a difference here in this second innings? You'll have to contend with the Green Machine skipper first up, who's in now, and this one's a good delivery outside the off stump, and it's a play and a miss to begin with. Well, the Green Machine have just been a class above here in this third test match, and they are on their way to a record-winning result here at the WCG in a test match. As White will continue again now to McFarlane, who slaps this through the covers. It's a full delivery outside the off stump, and that's an impressive way to get off the mark. Sorry, it's a full toss, and it's hammered. There's actually a no ball there from White, so it's 5 added to the score. Here is White will continue again now to McFarlane. This one's a full delivery outside the off stump, and it's a play and miss there from McFarlane. So too hot to handle on this occasion there, White. It's a lazy stroke there from McFarlane to end with. So you feel that the Green Machine are not too far away from wrapping up a record-winning margin here at the WCG. The Blues struggling at 5 for 20 in their second innings, still trailing by 259 runs. The Blues skipper is still to come, but I would think that this situation is even beyond him. It's going to be Aaron Smith to bowl the 11th over of the innings. Here he's in now to his great mate Ryan McFarlane. This one's a full toss, and it's played back down towards him, and he can't field of his own bowling. That's a boundary to begin this second cycle. A full toss there from Smith, and that's a poor bit of fielding. McFarlane moves to 8. Smith to continue around the wicket here to McFarlane in the 11th over. Here he's in now. This one's a better length delivery, and McFarlane throws a kitchen sink at this. And if he made contact with this would have ended up in Liverpool. Here is Smith will continue around the wicket here to McFarlane once again. It's a good delivery, punch down the ground. That well fielded there by the vice skipper Hamid Al-Basha. So the Blues 5 for 25 in their second innings, still trailing by 254 runs. As Smith is in once again here too. McFarlane, who hits this over the fence, I think. He has. And that's Aaron Smith's first wicket at the WCG. He picks up his good mate Ryan McFarlane, who becomes the sixth wicket to fall here for the Blues as they slip deeper into the mire. The Green Machine just 4 wickets away now from a massive victory as Smith picks up his first wicket at the WCG. So the Blues 6 for 25 in their second innings, and that wicket now brings Josh Bolling to the crease at number 7. Can he put some respectability onto this score? As it's going to be Jake Kasacha by the 12th over of the innings, and he's in now, and this one's a full delivery, but it slides down the leg side. So although they've got a few out today, the Blues, this would have to go down as one of their darkest days at the WCG. They have been hammered here today. As Kasacha will continue again now to Bolling, and this one's another one pushed down the leg side as Bolling's happy to leave this one alone. The highest winning margin in a test match at the WCG does belong to Brennan's 11 as things stand. Here is Kasacha is in now, this one's a full toss, played to Aaron Smith on the leg side for no run. They beat Rabi's 11 in the third test match of season 4 by an innings and 90 runs, but you get the feeling that that is under serious jeopardy here. And I think you're going to have a new holder of that record come the end of this test match. Here's Jake Kasacha, changes his approach. He's in there once again here to Bolling, and this one's a wider delivery outside the off stump, and this one has been called a wide by the umpire. So that hasn't worked the way he would have planned there, Kasacha. 6 for 26 here, the men in blue. As Kasacha will continue again now to Bolling, and this one's a full toss, and he's played it away to Joel Wodjick, who can do no wrong in this test match as he takes a smart catch down to his right. Bolling goes for a duck. The Blues 7 for 26, and Joel Wodjick, who's had a fantastic test match, takes a brilliant catch there to his right. The Green Machine on the verge of another piece of history as Wodjick can do no wrong. Oh, hello. Must be a real close unit here, the Green Machine boys. Regardless, the Blues are 7 for 26, and that brings the top scorer from the first innings, Clinton Cowan, to the crease for the Blues. Can he make a difference here? So it's Jake Kasacha in for the final ball of his over. Here he's in now, played away on the leg side, but fielded by Smith to end with. It's going to be Harry Dean to bowl the 14th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Cowan. This one's a full delivery, and he gets this away on the offside. Oh, and I think this has gone all the way for 6. We'll have a bit of that, says Clinton Cowan. It's an overpitched delivery, gets a thick outside edge, and it's gone all the way. What an impressive way to get off the mark there from Cowan, as he'll face Dean once again, and this one's even better. It's a full toss punch down the ground. It's back-to-back boundaries to begin with from Cowan, who moves to double figures. It's not the greatest attempt there from Dean, but it's 4. So Cowan showing the rest of this Blues lineup how it's done. As Dean is in once again to him now, and he gets a thick inside edge on this occasion, and it flies away to the boundary again. Cowan races to 14, and Harry Dean has seldom copped this treatment. It's going to be Joel Wodjick to bowl the 15th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Cowan, and this one's a good delivery outside the off stump, and it's a play and miss there from Cowan, who's clearly in an aggressive mood. Well, he's top of the pops again here for the Blues. As Wodjick is in once again to him now, this one's a full toss, and he gets this away through mid-wicket for his 4th boundary. Cowan moves to 18, and he needs a promotion up the order, I think. It's going to be Alex Stepien to bowl the 16th over of the innings. As he's in now, round the wicket to Cowan. It's a good length delivery. Oh, Cowan gets a thick outside edge, and his innings has to come to an end. Stepien picks up a wicket with the first ball of his over yet again. Cowan goes for 18. It's 8 for 45. So an impressive rearguard action from Cowan comes to an end. And that wicket now brings Daniel Cooper to the crease at number 9. Made 6 in his side's first innings. Can he follow Cowan here? Here's Stepien looking for his 3rd wicket of the innings. Into Cooper for his first delivery. And he's solid in defence first up. going to be Darren Day to bowl the 18th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Cooper, who swivels on the back foot and hammers this through mid-wicket to get off the mark with a maximum, as he did in the first innings. It's not the worst delivery of all time there from Day, but Cooper hammers this through mid-wicket. It's going to be Matt White to bowl the 20th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Cooper, and this one's a full delivery. Cooper gets his away on the offside for another boundary. So he too moves to double figures. A bit of a fight back here from the Blues lower order. It's 8 for 56. So again, another no ball there from Matt White. He's now in for the final delivery of the 20th over, and he ends it with an absolute beauty. It beats Daniel Cooper outside the off stump, but he survives. 8 for 56. It's going to be Aaron Smith to bowl the 21st over of the innings. Here he's in now to Cooper, and this one's a full delivery, but it slides down the leg side, and Cooper doesn't make contact. So it looks like Harry Dean is going to disable the auto wiki. He must have noticed it. Cooper has been moving outside his crease. Here is Smith is in once again to Cooper. It's a full toss, and Cooper plays his way through mid-wicket once again, but he can't keep it down. Cooper becomes Smith's second wicket of the innings. He has to go for 10. It is nearly all said and done here as the Blues slump to 9 for 56. Just one to get. Oh, hello. Well, the Badger obviously in a good mood, as that wicket now brings Brendan Scott to the crease, the Blue skipper, the last man in. Is he going to make the Green Machine sweat for this? Here is Smith is into him for his first delivery, and it's a good length delivery. And this hits Scott on the thigh for no run. So the Blues 9 for 56. And unless Scott can play the knock of all knocks, his side are going to slump to a record defeat. Here is Smith is in once again to him now. Oh, and he's been given. He's nicked it through to the keeper. It is all over here at the WCG. The Green Machine have hammered the Blues. Aaron Smith picks up his third wicket of the innings to wrap up the Blues' misery. Scott goes for a duck. Another kiss to match here for the Badger. It's the debutant who wraps up this mammoth win for the Green Machine. An inside edge there from Scott as that completes a miserable test match with the bat for the Blues skipper. And the Green Machine rejoice. So records have tumbled here in this third test match. The highest individual total, the highest team total, and now the highest record winning margin, as the Green Machine have crushed the Blues in this third test match by an innings and 223 runs, which is comfortably the biggest winning margin ever at the WCG. And the Blues have simply been outclassed today. He will take a quick look at the Blues wickets to 4 in this second innings. Adam Moore clean bowl by Harry Dean to get things underway for a duck. Todd Lavin the next man to go, hitting a half tracker from Alex Stepien over the fence to become the second man to go with a score on 8. The Blues vice skipper for today was the next man to go with the score on 9. A serious bit of misjudgment there. Tom Doy, the fourth man to go with the score on 15. So he got a thick outside edge over the fence. It was 5 for 15 a few balls later, as Peter Fowler got a thick edge to a Matt White thunderbolt to complete a pair for the test match. Ryan McFarlane made his way to 8 before skying one off Aaron Smith to become his first wicket at the WCG, and the sixth man to 4. Josh Bolling went cheaply once again as he hit a full toss to Joel Wodgick there at mid-wicket, who took a smart catch to become the 7th man out. Cowan made his way to 18 before he got a thick outside edge to a Stepien delivery to become his second wicket for the innings. Cooper would also find his way to double figures before he became Smith's second wicket of the innings and the 9th man down. And the misery was complete for the men in blue. Aaron Smith wrapping up this third test as he got the Blue skipper for a second ball duck. 3 for on debut for the Badger, and the Green Machine rout was complete. So as you can see the match summary on your screens now, a record winning margin to wrap up the test series here for the men in green. They have mauled the Blues today to win by an innings and 223 runs, with Joel Wodgick the star of the show today. So an impressive effort in this third test match for the Green Machine has put a little bit of respectability back on this series. However, a poor showing in the first two test matches sees them go down 2-1 as they cough up the test series title which they won last year. And although they weren't able to complete the whitewash, the Blues are the kings of test cricket at the WCG once again. There were a few contenders for man of the series in this test series, but ultimately the judges have gone for Joel Wodjick, who finished top of the run scoring charts with 148 runs and second in the bowling charts with 6 wickets after just the 2 test matches played. An honourable mention to Michael Mabry and Hamid El Basha, who were close calls in the voting, but ultimately Wodjick takes the gong. So the Green Machine well and truly won the battle today, but the Blues had already done enough to win the war. They claim a 5th title in 6 years and a 6th overall to become the kings of Test cricket once again. We hope you've enjoyed this season's Test series. The Australia Day T20 Big Bash up next. Bye for now.